Let's open up Audacity. Our first step is to add in our piano recording, and the easiest way to do this is to drag and drop the audio file into Audacity. For demonstration purposes, I'll use the first stanza of O for 1,000 Tongues. Let's find our file. And here it is, piano.mp3. Drag and drop. We can zoom in on the waveform to a decent size by holding Ctrl and scrolling with our mouse wheel up to zoom in and down to zoom out. Ctrl up, zoom in, Ctrl down, zoom out. Let's put it at this size. The next step will be to record our vocals, and to do that we need to figure out when to start singing, especially if the pianist has played an introduction. So let's play the recording and listen for the first note. Here you can see it comes in around 8 seconds, and the waveforms of the notes are also a good visual cue. Now let's rewind. And if you're recording directly into Audacity, just hold down Shift and click the record button to record to a new track. If you click the record button alone, it will join in your audio to the end of the track, which you don't want. After you're done recording, press the space bar or the stop button to stop recording. So let's do that now. Shift, record. You can also do this on another device such as a mobile phone, and if you're doing so, you want to import the vocal file. So let's do that. Remove this. Find our vocal recording. Drag and drop. You'll see that mobile phone recordings usually need to be cleaned up a bit. So we'll need to normalize the volume, reduce the background noise, delete additional sounds from the front and back of the track, align the vocals to the piano, and then delete silence from the back of the track. Let's normalize the volume now. Click Solo. Click the area on the left to select the track. Then from the menu, click Effect, Normalize. Click OK. The next step is to reduce background noise. So using the selection tool, we'll highlight an area that's supposed to be silent, and we can check by pressing play. Click Effect, Noise Reduction, Get Noise Profile, select the whole track again, click Effect, Repeat Noise Reduction, and the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-R. Now we'll want to remove additional sounds from the front and back of the track. So we need to find our noise, and here you can see the waveform. Click play. So that's the sound of me pressing the space bar. If we press the delete key, you'll see that the whole segment is removed and the track jumps to the left of the timeline. So we don't want that. Click Edit, Undo Delete. Instead, we'll highlight the area that is supposed to be silent. Click Effect, Amplify, and set the amplification to -50 decibels. Now it's gone. Do the same thing at the back of the track. Highlight, Effect, and here you can click Repeat Amplify. Now we want to align our track. If you've a long hymn with multiple stanzas, you may find that your track spills over and you need to scroll a lot, like that. So to fit the whole track to the width of your screen, click View, View, Track Size, and Fit to Width. And the keyboard shortcut is Control F. We already know where our first note starts. It's about 8 seconds. So click the Time Shift tool and visually align the waveforms. Let's zoom in. And if you align the waveforms to the first note, you'll find that your synchronization comes apart later on in the track, because most people start singing a bit late. So we should do this by aligning it to the second syllable of the second or third phrase. Here the second phrase is the glories of my God and King. Let's find that. I think it's here. You can check by unmuting the piano. Use the selection tool to mark where you want to start and click play. So there we are. I will zoom in a bit more and we'll align it to the word glories. That looks pretty good. Let's check. And you can click here on the timeline for quick play. Glories of my God and King, Now we want to delete silence from the end of the track. So Control F again. Use the selection tool and highlight the excess silence. Then press delete. As a finishing touch, you'll want to balance the volumes by reducing the gain of each track. I usually keep the piano track at a gain of 0 decibels and reduce the vocal recordings an average of 5 decibels. If you increase the gain above 0, you'll find that the sound is distorted because you're going above 100%, and it also damages your hearing. Oh, for 1,000 tongues. So let's set the gain to -5. Now is a good time to save the Audacity project. Click File, Save Project, click OK, and we'll call it O for 1,000 tongues mix.aup. Click Save. And as a final step, we'll want to merge our piano and vocal recordings. And we can do this by simply exporting the file as an MP3 or your favorite audio format. Click File, Export, Export Audio, and the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl-Shift-E. We'll call it O for 1,000 tongues guide. Save, click OK, and we are done.